10 Rules of Stoic Philosophy for a Better Life. Stoicism is a philosophical school of thought that originated in ancient Greece and has since influenced many aspects of modern philosophy and psychology. It offers a practical framework for living a virtuous and fulfilled life by focusing on principles such as wisdom, courage, self-discipline, and resilience. Here are 10 key principles of Stoic philosophy for a better life. Focusing on what you can control is one of the fundamental principles of Stoic philosophy. This principle encourages individuals to direct their attention and efforts towards the aspects of life that are within their control, while letting go of concerns about things that are beyond their control. Here's a deeper understanding of this Stoic concept. Internal aspects: you have control over your thoughts, attitudes, beliefs, and actions. How you choose to respond to situations and challenges is within your control. By cultivating self-awareness and self-discipline, you can shape your inner world and responses to external events. External aspects: external circumstances, other people's opinions, and many events that happen in the world are beyond your control. Trying to control these aspects often leads to frustration, anxiety, and unhappiness. Emotional regulation: Stoicism teaches that while you may not be able to control your immediate emotional reactions, you can control how you process and respond to those emotions. This involves practicing emotional resilience and using reason to guide your reactions. Reducing anxiety: worrying about things beyond your control can cause unnecessary stress and anxiety. By focusing on what you can control, you free yourself from the burden of trying to manage the uncontrollable. Freedom and empowerment: embracing this principle gives you a sense of empowerment. You become less dependent on external factors for your well-being and happiness, as you recognize that your internal state is largely under your control. Effective decision-making: by focusing on what you can control, you make more informed and rational decisions. You can allocate your time, energy, and resources to areas that will yield meaningful results. Acceptance of reality: accepting the limitations of your control helps you come to terms with the natural ebb and flow of life. This acceptance can lead to greater peace of mind and a more balanced perspective. Conflict resolution: instead of trying to control others, you can control your own actions and responses in interactions. This often leads to better conflict resolution and healthier relationships. Personal growth: shifting your attention to what you can control encourages personal growth. You can focus on improving your skills, developing virtues, and working towards your goals. Cultivating gratitude: when you appreciate the things you have control over, you tend to develop a greater sense of gratitude and contentment, which contribute to your overall well-being. Remember, the goal is not to become indifferent to external events, but to approach them with equanimity and rationality. By focusing on what you can control and letting go of the rest, you can lead a more balanced, peaceful, and fulfilling life in alignment with Stoic principles. Practice self-discipline is another essential principle of Stoic philosophy. Self-discipline involves controlling your impulses, desires, and behaviors to align with your values and principles. It's about mastering your actions and thoughts to achieve personal growth and virtuous living. Here's a deeper look at practicing self-discipline within the context of Stoicism. Mastering desires: Stoicism teaches that excessive desires and attachments can lead to negative emotions and a lack of inner peace. By practicing self-discipline, you can gain mastery over your desires and avoid being controlled by them. Choosing virtuous actions: self-discipline involves making deliberate choices that align with virtues such as wisdom, courage, justice, and moderation. It's about acting in ways that contribute to your own well-being and the well-being of others. Overcoming temptations: temptations and distractions are common in life. Self-discipline empowers you to resist short-term gratification in favor of long-term goals and values. Cultivating resilience: self-discipline helps build emotional and mental resilience. It allows you to navigate challenges and setbacks with a calm and rational mindset, rather than succumbing to impulsive reactions. Setting priorities: self-discipline assists in setting clear priorities. You can allocate your time and energy to activities that truly matter to you, rather than getting sidetracked by less important matters. Strengthening willpower. The practice of self-discipline strengthens your willpower over time. This can lead to increased self-confidence and a greater sense of personal agency. Improving focus. By exercising self-discipline, you improve your ability to focus on tasks and goals. This leads to increased productivity and a sense of accomplishment. Mindful decision-making. Self-discipline involves making conscious decisions rather than acting on autopilot. This mindful decision-making leads to better choices and outcomes. Living according to principles. Following a disciplined approach helps you live in accordance with your principles, even when faced with challenges. This consistency reinforces your commitment to virtuous living. Long-term fulfillment. While self-discipline might involve short-term sacrifices, it contributes to long-term fulfillment and contentment. It helps you avoid impulsive actions that could lead to regret. Remember that self-discipline is a skill that requires consistent practice. Start with small steps and gradually build your self-discipline muscles. Be patient with yourself and recognize that setbacks are part of the journey. By practicing self-discipline in alignment with Stoic principles, you can lead a more intentional and purposeful life. Accept the nature of reality is a core principle of Stoic philosophy that encourages individuals to embrace the inherent characteristics of the world and to cultivate a mindset of equanimity and adaptability. Here's a deeper exploration of this principle within the context of Stoicism. Embracing impermanence. Stoicism teaches that everything in the world, including our own lives, is subject to change and impermanence. By accepting this reality, you can free yourself from attachment to fleeting pleasures and avoid excessive distress when things change. Facing challenges. Difficulties and challenges are an integral part of life. Accepting this fact enables you to approach challenges with a more composed and rational mindset, rather than being overwhelmed by fear or frustration. Resisting unrealistic expectations. Unrealistic expectations can lead to disappointment and dissatisfaction. By accepting the reality of situations, you can set more reasonable expectations and respond to outcomes more gracefully. Adapting to uncertainty. Life is inherently uncertain, and events often unfold in ways we can't predict. Stoicism teaches that by accepting the unpredictable nature of life, you can develop resilience and adaptability to navigate uncertainties. Practicing equanimity. Equanimity is the ability to maintain a balanced and calm state of mind regardless of external circumstances. Accepting the nature of reality supports the cultivation of equanimity, allowing you to respond to both positive and negative events with composure. Letting go of control. Stoicism emphasizes that some things are beyond your control. By accepting this truth, you can relinquish the need to control every aspect of your life and find peace in surrendering to the natural course of events. Enjoying the present moment. When you accept the present moment as it is, you can find joy and contentment in the here and now, rather than constantly seeking fulfillment in the future or dwelling on the past. Acknowledging transience. This principle encourages you to recognize that life is transient and finite. This awareness can motivate you to live with intention, pursuing meaningful goals and relationships. Focusing on inner virtues. Instead of fixating on external circumstances, Stoicism invites you to prioritize cultivating inner virtues and character traits that remain with you regardless of external changes. Finding freedom in acceptance. By accepting reality as it is, you free yourself from unnecessary suffering caused by resistance, denial, or wishful thinking. This liberation contributes to a greater sense of inner peace. In essence, accepting the nature of reality in Stoicism means aligning your perspective with the natural order of the universe. By doing so, you can navigate life's challenges and joys with a greater sense of tranquility, wisdom, and resilience. Live in accordance with nature is a fundamental principle of Stoic philosophy that encourages individuals to align their actions, thoughts, and behaviors with the natural order of the universe. This principle draws inspiration from the idea that all things in the cosmos follow a rational and orderly pattern, and by living in harmony with this order, one can cultivate virtue and lead a fulfilled life. Here's a deeper exploration of this principle within the context of Stoicism. Rational living. Living in accordance with nature involves using reason to guide your choices and actions. By employing rationality, you can make informed decisions that promote your well-being and align with virtuous principles. Cultivating virtue, Stoicism emphasizes the importance of virtues such as wisdom, courage, justice, and moderation. Living in accordance with nature means actively nurturing these virtues in your thoughts and actions. Avoiding excess and deficiency, striving for balance and moderation is central to living in harmony with nature. Avoiding extremes in behaviors, emotions, and desires helps you maintain equilibrium and avoid unnecessary suffering. Embracing change, nature is characterized by change and impermanence. By acknowledging and embracing the inevitability of change, you can adapt more readily to life's fluctuations and challenges. Accepting interconnectedness, Stoicism teaches that everything is interconnected in the universe. Living in accordance with nature involves recognizing your place within this interconnected web and considering the consequences of your actions on others and the world around you. Practicing contentment, aligning with the natural order means finding contentment in simplicity and recognizing that material possessions and external achievements are secondary to inner virtues and character. Embodying human nature, Stoics believe that humans have an inherent capacity for reason, social connection, and empathy. Living in accordance with nature involves nurturing these qualities to lead a fulfilling and ethical life. Being present and mindful, by living in the present moment and practicing mindfulness, you can fully engage with your experiences and make choices that are aligned with your values and the natural order. Facing adversity with grace, just as nature includes challenges and hardships, individuals must also confront difficulties. Living in accordance with nature involves facing adversity with resilience, courage, and a rational perspective. Transcending ego, the principle encourages you to transcend personal desires and ego-driven pursuits and instead focus on contributing positively to the greater good and the well-being of others. Living in accordance with nature in Stoicism doesn't mean retreating to the wilderness but rather embracing a mindset and way of life that reflect the wisdom of the cosmos. By aligning your thoughts and actions with these principles, you can achieve a sense of purpose, fulfillment, and tranquility. Develop an attitude of gratitude is a principle that, while not originally exclusive to Stoicism, aligns well with its teachings and is often emphasized as a virtue within Stoic philosophy. Practicing gratitude involves acknowledging and appreciating the positive aspects of your life, which can lead to greater contentment, resilience, and a more virtuous approach to living. Here's a closer look at how this principle fits within Stoicism. Recognizing abundance, Stoics teach that gratitude arises from recognizing the abundance of what you already have, rather than constantly striving for more. By appreciating the present moment, you can find contentment in the things that you may have taken for granted. Minimizing desires, excessive desires can lead to discontent and distress. Cultivating an attitude of gratitude helps you focus on what you possess rather than on what you lack, thereby reducing unnecessary suffering. Shifting focus, gratitude shifts your attention away from external circumstances that may be beyond your control and directs it toward the positive aspects of your life that you can appreciate. Enhancing resilience, when faced with challenges, a grateful mindset can help you maintain perspective and cope more effectively. Gratitude fosters a sense of inner strength that enables you to navigate difficulties with greater resilience. Fostering humility, gratitude encourages humility by acknowledging that the good things in life are often the result of factors beyond your control, such as the contributions of others or fortunate circumstances. Building positive relationships, expressing gratitude fosters positive relationships with others. By recognizing and acknowledging the kindness and support you receive, you strengthen social bonds and contribute to a more harmonious community. Mindful living, practicing gratitude encourages you to be present and attentive to the current moment. When you're grateful for the present, you're less likely to be consumed by regrets about the past or anxieties about the future. Elevating virtues, gratitude is closely tied to virtues like humility, contentment, and generosity. By cultivating gratitude, you're nurturing qualities that contribute to your moral and ethical development. Savoring joy, gratitude enhances your ability to savor positive experiences. By fully appreciating the good moments, you enrich your overall sense of well-being and happiness. Contributing to others, a grateful attitude can motivate you to give back to others and contribute positively to society. When you recognize the goodness in your life, you're more likely to want to share that goodness with others. While Stoicism emphasizes rationality and virtue, developing an attitude of gratitude complements these principles by nurturing a positive and appreciative mindset. By regularly practicing gratitude, you can enhance your overall well-being, deepen your connection to the present moment, and foster virtues that align with Stoic ideals. Cultivate resilience is a key principle of Stoic philosophy that emphasizes developing mental and emotional strength to navigate life's challenges, setbacks, and adversities. Resilience in Stoicism involves maintaining a calm and rational mindset, adapting to difficulties, and using them as opportunities for growth and virtue. Here's a deeper exploration of cultivating resilience within the context of Stoicism. Accepting the uncontrollable, Stoicism teaches that some events are beyond your control. Resilience involves accepting this fact and focusing your energy on how you respond to situations rather than dwelling on what you cannot change. Turning challenges into opportunities, resilience encourages you to view challenges as opportunities for personal development and character growth. Difficulties are seen as exercises to test and strengthen your virtues. Developing emotional regulation, Stoicism teaches that emotions should be governed by reason. Resilience involves managing emotions, not suppressing them, so you can respond to situations thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. Staying calm amid turmoil, resilience enables you to maintain a sense of calm and composure even when facing chaos or turmoil. This allows you to make clear-headed decisions rather than being overwhelmed by emotions. Practicing self-discipline, cultivating resilience involves disciplining your impulses and desires, allowing you to make rational choices even in challenging situations. Adopting a growth mindset, resilience encourages a growth mindset, where setbacks are seen as temporary and opportunities to learn and improve. This mindset promotes a sense of optimism and adaptability. Focusing on what you can control, resilience is closely tied to the Stoic principle of focusing on what's within your control. By directing your efforts to aspects you can influence, you're better equipped to handle adversity. Embracing adversity, resilience involves facing adversity with courage and a willingness to confront difficulties head-on. Embracing adversity as a natural part of life helps you build mental fortitude. Staying grounded in virtue, resilience is aligned with Stoic virtues like courage, wisdom, and temperance. It's about maintaining your commitment to these virtues even when facing challenging circumstances. Maintaining perspective, resilience encourages you to maintain a broader perspective on life. By not getting lost in the immediacy of difficulties, you can see how individual challenges fit into the larger context of your journey. Cultivating resilience in Stoicism isn't about becoming impervious to pain or challenges, but about developing the capacity to respond to them with strength, wisdom, and equanimity. Through consistent practice, you can build the mental and emotional muscles needed to navigate life's ups and downs while staying true to your principles and virtues. Practice mindfulness is a concept that is not unique to Stoicism but aligns well with its principles. Mindfulness involves cultivating present moment awareness, being fully engaged in the here and now, and observing your thoughts, emotions, and experiences without judgment. In Stoicism, mindfulness plays a role in achieving self-awareness, emotional regulation, and rational decision-making. Here's how practicing mindfulness is connected to Stoic philosophy. Awareness of thoughts. Mindfulness encourages you to observe your thoughts without getting entangled in them. In Stoicism, this awareness helps you identify irrational or negative thoughts and replace them with rational and constructive ones. Emotional regulation. Mindfulness enables you to observe your emotions without being consumed by them. In Stoicism, this practice aligns with the idea of acknowledging your emotions but not letting them dictate your reactions. Staying present. Stoicism emphasizes living in the present moment, and mindfulness is a tool to achieve this. By being fully present, you can make more informed and intentional choices in alignment with your principles. Reducing reactivity. Practicing mindfulness allows you to respond thoughtfully to situations rather than reacting impulsively. In Stoicism, this relates to the concept of prohairesis, which is the faculty of choice that guides your actions. Cultivating gratitude, mindfulness helps you appreciate the present moment and the things you have. This aligns with Stoic principles of recognizing the abundance in your life and practicing gratitude. Fostering self-discipline, mindfulness contributes to self-discipline by helping you become more aware of your behaviors and impulses. This awareness supports your efforts to align your actions with your values. Enhancing resilience, mindfulness can build resilience by helping you stay grounded in the present even during challenges. In Stoicism, this relates to adapting to difficulties with a rational and composed mindset. Strengthening self-awareness, mindfulness fosters self-awareness, a cornerstone of Stoicism. By understanding your thoughts and behaviors, you can identify areas for improvement and work on developing virtues. Elevating virtues, practicing mindfulness can contribute to virtues like wisdom, temperance, and courage. Being present in each moment allows you to make choices that align with these virtues. Improving decision-making, mindful awareness supports rational decision-making by preventing impulsive or emotionally driven choices. This aligns with Stoic teachings about using reason to guide your actions. Incorporating mindfulness into your daily life can enhance your practice of Stoic principles by helping you cultivate self-awareness, emotional regulation, and a deep connection to the present moment. It encourages you to approach life's experiences with a balanced perspective and a calm, rational mindset. Practice altruism and kindness is a value that aligns with Stoic philosophy, even though Stoicism primarily emphasizes individual virtue and self-improvement. While the focus of Stoicism is on cultivating personal virtue and wisdom, Stoics also recognize the importance of contributing positively to society and fostering harmonious relationships. Here's how practicing altruism and kindness can be understood within the context of Stoicism. Social nature of humans. Stoics recognize that humans are social beings, and our well-being is interconnected with the well-being of others. Practicing kindness and altruism acknowledges this interconnectedness and contributes to a sense of community. Virtue in action. Stoicism places a strong emphasis on virtue. Acts of kindness and altruism align with virtues such as benevolence, empathy, and justice, which Stoics aspire to cultivate in their character. Contributing to the common good. Stoics believed in the importance of contributing positively to society. Acts of kindness and altruism promote the common good and enhance the overall well-being of the community. Stoic ethics and empathy. While Stoicism emphasizes rationality and self-discipline, it doesn't negate empathy or compassion. Acts of kindness and altruism can arise from a Stoic's rational understanding of the interconnectedness of humanity. Living in accordance with nature. Practicing kindness aligns with the Stoic principle of living in accordance with nature. This includes recognizing the natural social aspect of human nature and behaving in ways that harmonize with it. Personal growth and fulfillment. While Stoicism focuses on individual virtue, acts of kindness and altruism can contribute to personal growth and fulfillment. Engaging in these actions can provide a sense of purpose and contribute to your own sense of virtue. Overcoming self-centeredness. Kindness and altruism help Stoics transcend excessive self-centeredness and ego. By prioritizing the well-being of others, you align with the Stoic goal of living in harmony with the greater good. Stoic ethical paradoxes. Stoicism recognizes the complexity of ethical situations and the need for practical wisdom. Acts of kindness and altruism often require careful judgment, which is in line with Stoic ethical teachings. Exercising virtue in relationships. Practicing kindness and altruism within relationships promotes harmony, understanding, and cooperation. These actions are aligned with Stoic teachings about maintaining virtuous relationships. Contributing to eudaimonia, or flourishing, is a central goal of Stoicism. Engaging in acts of kindness and altruism can contribute to your own and others' eudaimonia by fostering positive relationships and a sense of purpose. While the core of Stoicism revolves around personal virtue and rationality, practicing altruism and kindness reflects the Stoic recognition of the value of human connection and the ethical responsibility to contribute positively to society. It's a way of harmonizing individual virtue with the well-being of the community. Prepare for the worst is a practical principle within Stoic philosophy that encourages individuals to mentally and emotionally prepare for challenging or adverse situations. Stoicism recognizes that life is full of uncertainties and difficulties, and by anticipating and mentally rehearsing potential hardships, one can develop greater resilience and equanimity. Here's how this principle aligns with Stoic philosophy. Managing fear and anxiety. By mentally preparing for the worst-case scenarios, you reduce the element of surprise and uncertainty. This can help mitigate fear and anxiety that might arise if unexpected challenges occur. Cultivating resilience. Preparing for adversity allows you to build mental and emotional resilience. You develop the ability to face challenges with a rational and composed mindset, making it easier to cope with setbacks. Aligning expectations. Stoicism teaches that unrealistic expectations can lead to disappointment. By preparing for challenges, you adjust your expectations and are less likely to be disheartened when things don't go as planned. Practicing detachment. Stoics advocate for being detached from external outcomes. Preparing for the worst helps you let go of attachments to specific outcomes, making it easier to accept whatever unfolds. Planning thoughtfully. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of using reason to make decisions. Preparing for the worst involves thoughtful planning and considering potential obstacles, enabling you to make more informed choices. Practicing virtue. Preparing for difficulties involves practicing virtues like courage and resilience. You can choose to face challenges with a virtuous attitude rather than being overwhelmed by fear or distress. Reducing impulsivity. Preparing for adversity helps you avoid impulsive reactions to unexpected situations. Instead of being caught off guard, you can respond thoughtfully and rationally. Fostering inner strength. Preparing for the worst builds inner strength. You become less reliant on external circumstances for your well-being, as you've already mentally confronted potential hardships. Enhancing problem solving. Anticipating challenges can enhance your problem-solving skills. Stoicism encourages you to approach difficulties with a rational and solution-oriented mindset. Living with Stoic courage. Courage is a central virtue in Stoicism. Preparing for the worst cultivates courage by teaching you to confront challenges head-on rather than avoiding or fearing them. While Stoicism teaches acceptance of the present moment, it also recognizes the value of thoughtful preparation for future challenges. By preparing for the worst, you're not succumbing to unnecessary anxiety but rather developing the strength to face whatever comes your way with a Stoic attitude of wisdom and resilience. Reflect on your actions is a crucial practice within Stoic philosophy that involves regularly examining your thoughts, behaviors, and decisions to ensure they align with your values and virtues. Self-reflection is a tool for self-improvement, cultivating wisdom, and maintaining alignment with Stoic principles. Here's how this practice is connected to Stoicism. Self-awareness. Self-reflection fosters self-awareness, a cornerstone of Stoic philosophy. By honestly examining your thoughts and actions, you gain insight into your strengths and areas for growth. Virtue examination. Stoicism places great emphasis on cultivating virtues like wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. Reflecting on your actions helps you assess how well you're embodying these virtues in daily life. Learning from mistakes. Stoics view mistakes as opportunities for learning and growth. By reflecting on your actions, you can identify errors and make adjustments to prevent repeating them in the future. Staying true to principles. Regular self-reflection helps you stay committed to your Stoic principles, ensuring that your thoughts and behaviors remain aligned with your values and the pursuit of eudaimonia, flourishing. Practicing self-discipline. Self-reflection encourages self-discipline by holding yourself accountable for your choices. This practice supports the Stoic goal of mastering desires and impulses. Maintaining rationality. Stoicism advocates for approaching life with reason and rationality. Reflecting on your actions allows you to assess whether your decisions are driven by emotion or guided by rational judgment. Progressive self-betterment. Stoicism is a philosophy of continual self-improvement. Self-reflection enables you to track your progress, set goals, and consistently strive for a better version of yourself. Aligning with nature. Reflecting on your actions helps you align with the natural order and your true nature as a rational being.
This practice encourages you to act in accordance with your innate capacity for reason.
Cultivating humility. Self-reflection fosters humility by acknowledging that you are a work in progress and that there's always room for growth and refinement.
Building mindfulness. Reflecting on your actions deepens your mindfulness.
It encourages you to be fully present and attentive to your thoughts, feelings, and behaviors, enabling greater self-awareness. In Stoicism, self-reflection is not meant to lead to self-criticism or harsh judgment, but rather to foster a compassionate and rational understanding of yourself. By regularly examining your thoughts and behaviors, you can live with greater intention, align with virtuous principles, and continually refine your character in pursuit of a flourishing life.
Remember that Stoicism is a philosophy that requires consistent practice and application.
These principles are meant to guide your mindset and behavior toward a more virtuous and fulfilling life, even in the face of difficulties and uncertainties.